Okay, so I just want to briefly go over the interface for Adobe Audition, as well as the import and export process for your SoundWalk. So I'm already in here. I would suggest maybe going through some of the tutorials with that splash screen, but for now we're just going to File, Import, File, and let's see, I think it's in Downloads somewhere. And here you're going to see that I have the waveform file. To edit it, I'm actually going to come into the multi-track editor because you're going to be also going to be wanting to utilize that. So I am going to drag that on there, and now you can add different files. You can splice them together here, and that's fine as well. I also, let's just say that this is a different file that I'm using. One thing that I want you to do in the assignment is to fade in and fade out, and that's going to be indicated by these little screens right here. So you'll see that that fades in, fades out, and then you would do the same here as well, if you can get that. Having some technical difficulties, but let's just play it so you can hear. Not sure if you can actually hear that because I have my mic on. So there's a bit of a difference there. You can stack them however you want. It's going to be pretty straightforward, so you don't really have to pay attention to too much else for this project at the moment. But one thing that can be very tricky is when you export. So you are going to File, you are going to Export, you are going to multi-track mix down entire session, and you are going to make sure that you are in a WAV is fine, but maybe MP3 would be best. So switch that to MP3. Okay. And then it should export in theory. I'm not sure why it's not. Soundwalk mix down MP3. Okay, so it should be wherever it is in your documents once you hit OK. So yeah, see, it already exists in my documents. So once that's done, locate that folder for your file upload and you should be good to go. Let me know if you have any other questions. There's a lot more that you can do with this program, but this is really just an introduction. If you want to use a different audio recording program, that's fine, but just remember to let fade in, fade out. And if you want to cut, it's very similar also as it is in Premiere. You'll see next, you can, splice it up, you can hotkey V, you can delete it, you can move things around, but most of it should be pretty straightforward for now. Just remember that export, that's going to be the biggest one, that you're working in multi-track as well. So yeah, just reach out if you have any questions.